A very good evening, I'm Andrew Voss. We're coming to you from Wollongong for this match between the Dragons and the Sea Eagles. And I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only Cameron Smith. Cameron, my friend, I don't know about you, but I love Friday night football, and this match is going to be a beauty.
G'day, Vossi. The Dragons will be under the pump in this and are no doubt expecting a very tough match against their more fancied opponents. I'm sure the coach has a game plan to upset the favourites, but their players are going to have to be very disciplined with the football if they want to have any chance of winning this. I'm afraid they are simply going to be outclassed here.
Yes, thanks, Cameron. Has the job of kicking off. Here we go, we're underway. Gutherson collects it on the full. Wrapped up like a sausage. There's the first tackle. Sends it back inside. Kerr driving forward.
Tackle.
Plays it. Tests the defence with a short ball. Wrapped up. They haven't been able to make much ground here. Comes up with a play the ball. Flanagan. Sully.
Great pass.
He's taken there in that tackle. Still a couple of tackles left here. They kick downfield. Going to use all 5 tackles there. Shows some urgency getting to the loose ball. Trebojevic with momentum. Kerr puts him away.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Passes inside. Finds support inside. And some powerful defence coming in.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
Snappy pass. Passes. Trebojevic powers forward. Held as the call from the referee.
Takes the safe option.
Delivers the wide ball. Oh, that's a terrible drop ball.
Dear oh dear, crucial mistake.
Rushes into dummy half. Loops it over the top. Brushes the defence aside.
He's proving elusive.
He was just about through. Fires out a pass. Holmes. The Dragons unable to break through.
Definitely an opportunity there.
He surges forward. Overpowered by the defence. Unable to break through. Cut out ball. Whoops. There's the intercept. Taken in the tackle and into touch. Referee calls help.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Gets the dummy half. Sewer gets the ball. Oh, baby. Cameron, that is a try. Well, they're off to a very good start here, but want to continue putting the pressure on.
Good try, very good try. They'll be happy to get those first few points on the board.
Chance to add another 2 still to come. That's a good kick.
The Dragons will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
The Dragons lead by 6. Goes long. Gutherson with a good catch. Kerr surges forward in the tackle. Held call by the ref.
The safer option taken there.
Trying to break up the defence. The short pass. Powerful defence.
Beautiful.
Feeds it on. Atkinson. They force him back. Plays the ball. Shovels it on. Nice defence there. This is hard work, this. And dummy half works it on. The Dragons, not able to break through the strong defence. This is just outstanding defence here. Fends off the defence. And he's stopped in that one.
Looking sharp in attack.
Play the ball now. Delivering the short ball. He's got momentum. Getting closer now. 15 metres out. Second tackle up. Puts the fend on. The Seagulls threatening to come up with points. Brooks commanding plenty of respect from two defenders. Moves it on. Kohler. That is a pass, Cameron. Lunges, stretches, desperate, gets the try.
The fans are on their feet after that effort, Bossy. A decent try scored here, and the opposition look a little stunned when the try was given.
Shot at goal still to come, and a chance for another 2 points.
Well, Bossy, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Not quite good enough, folks. No goal. What can you say? 2 points go begging, and the Gloss has been taken off their first try. Kicks long. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Paseka driving forward. Well held. No way through.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Captured by the defence.
How long before they crack?
Tries a back pass inside. And almost beats the defence. Finds support. Good pressure from the chasers. Lays it off. Lays it right on halfway. Lays it on the halfway. Kohler.
Well done.
And he'll be forced to play.
Bang! What a tackle.
Sends that pass out. You can see that coming from up here. That's an intercept. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Flanagan with momentum. Gives it on. Sully. Stewart. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. And now that is the third tackle. Egan.
Nice pass.
Now they play the ball 30 metres out on play number 4. With a short ball. He surges forward. He's almost made his way through. Shut down. That's good defence there. Not too far from the line. They could have done without that knock on. Flicks the ball inside. Trebojevic powers forward. They pick him up like they're throwing out the trash.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
He breaks through. Defence has prevented an offload on tackle 2. Looks and turns the ball inside. Mid front on.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
Cutting out his teammates. He's got past another. Slips the pass. Grabbed by the defence. This is a relentless attack. Turns it inside. With an offload. Keeps it alive. Ball and all tackle. The Seagulls on the charge. Kick, and look how high this is. Good take right there. Driven back. Halted by the defence. The Dragons will be breathing a big sigh of relief. That was looking like trouble. That's a clever pass. Slips in the short one. Two defenders and he's down. Flanagan shovels it wide. They work him in towards touch. Has a look and flicks it inside. Kerr throws the dummy. The Dragons throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. Flanagan, Atkinson. Referee shouting hell.
A bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
Able to get a one-handed offload. Flanagan surges forward in the tackle. No way through.
They're getting numbers in, but are struggling to lock the ball up.
He puts in the grubber. Weaves his way. That is saved a four-pointer for sure. The Seagulls defending well. Let's see how they respond. This time it's a short pass. He's got momentum. A good two-man tackle there.
Absolutely no way through there.
He's shut down there by the defence. And that's the second. Two of them combined to bring him down. Three is the call. Bullymore is dragged to the ground. Passes short. Fogarty stands and passes. He brushes off the tackle. Wrapped up, no way through. They just keep on coming here. Passes long. Brooks has the job of putting in the punt. Tuipulotu marks the ball. Dragged out. That's the first of 6. Holding up a short pass. Name of the game there is to keep it alive. He's passed in the tackle. Crashes to the ground. Second of 6 tackles there. Flanagan. Gutherson. Contained by the defence.
Absolutely blistering. The pace is so frantic.
That's a sloppy pass, that one. Flanagan picks up the ball. They drive him back. Gathered in the tackle. With a ball, but not really making any ground. Sewer. And down he goes. Well, the effort's there, but they're not making a great deal of ground. Hunts. And he's right in position to field the kick. Gets through the front line. They've got numbers. Run on defence. Comes up with a play the ball. With a quick pass. Paseka. Nailed in that tackle.
Some enterprising play.
Plays it. Passes. Fogarty. Bullymore. Driving forward. Holmes. Puts him away.
Takes the safe option.
Feeds the short ball. Sends it back inside. Plays the ball 30 metres out from the line.
The defence is struggling to hold them here.
With a little bullet pass. Trebojevic with momentum. That's a good ball and all tackle. They continue to roll forward. Brooks. Hetherington. Launches a bomb. Launches a bomb. Great work under the high ball. Held as the call from the referee. The Dragons managed to spoil the party. They need to follow up with a strong set of their own now. Rushes into dummy half. Atkinson. He surges forward. He's taken there in that tackle. Gets to dummy half. Quick with a pass. Picked off by the defence. Gets the ball. Flanagan. The Dragons unable to break through. Halfway through the count. It went backwards. Wriggles free in the tackle and offloads. Referee calls help. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeves here. Fires out a pass. Gutherson Sends the attack wide. Gets a kick away. That's good positional play to take the kick. Sub. Powers forward. Finds support inside. Weaves his way through that tackle. And he won't be making any more metres there. That's the second. A snappy pass.
Out there, third tackle.
Passes inside. Tests the defence with a short ball. He was just about through. Tokiaho. The defenders running like seagulls to a tip. This is excellent attack. Oh, good ball. That's commitment getting to the loose ball. Wonderful tackle.
Too easy. The defence is struggling here.
They come up with a mistake on the last. It is a changeover. Atkinson.
Great pass.
Held called by the ref.
The safer option taken there.
Shovels it on. Gutherson. And he's stuck in that one.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
Feeds it on. Plays the ball 40 metres away.
Beautiful.
Snappy pass. Whoops. There's the intercept.
Dear oh dear.
That's 0.
Plays the ball. Works it on. Pacifici Tonga. He's got momentum.
Out there, first tackle.
Play the ball now. Moves it on.
L2.
At dummy half. Flicks a short pass. Sloan. Mesmerises the defence with a step.
With the amount of broken tackles tonight, I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
Pushes him away. Gets it away. Puts the fend on. There we have it. The defence caught out on that try.
The Dragons decided to play a bit of hot potato in scoring this try. Some wonderful support play in what was a beautifully executed team try.
Opportunity to add the extras. And that's through.
Always a great way to settle things down. Get some points on the board.
The Dragons lead by 8. The kickoff is deep. Flanagan able to take that catch. Brings it up. Couchman surges forward in the tackle. Delivering the short ball. Lays it off. Captured by the defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
The Dragons not able to break through the strong defence.
Looking sharp in attack.
He throws the dummy.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
Tries a back pass inside. Says adios to another defender.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
Kicks. That's good, getting to the loose ball. He's tackled and into touch. Pushing him towards the touchline. Tries the inside pass. Finds support. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. Fooling the defence with that step. And almost beats the defence. Gives it on. Egan. The Dragons have done it. Notch a 4-pointer in front of their home fans. Here's Carefully lining this one up. Nails it. This man can do no wrong. He's just kicking so well. Keen chase needed on the long kick-off. Gutherson latches onto that kick. Couchman powers forward. Ball and all tackle. First tackle there. Looks and turns the ball inside. And he's blocked by the defence. That's two. That's a clever pass. Brushes off the defence. And he'll be forced to play it. Slipped in the short one. Makes a tackle.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently lacklustre defensive line.
Cutting at his teammates. Goes downfield before the fifth. Not sure about the logic behind that. Shows some urgency getting to the loose ball. Trebojevic with momentum. Nice work. Short pass. Shovels it wide. Wrapped up like a sausage.
A line of defence on that chase. Well done.
Turns it inside. Chasing well. Bullymore driving forward. Halted by the defence. They will play it on tackle 3. Has a look and flicks it inside. And not able to offload as they come in over the top. Still a couple of tackles left here. They go downfield. Must have lost count of the tackles. That ball has gone straight into touch.
And we're coming back to where he kicked it.
Atkinson.
Nice pass.
He surges forward. Referee shouting hell. That's one. Flicks the ball inside. Tackling in numbers here.
Absolutely no way through there.
Holmes.
Well done.
Gutherson. And offloads the ball. Bang! With a step.
They might as well be at the massage parlour. It's like they're covered in oil and the defence isn't really troubling them.
A good chase will be rewarded. There's the play of the ball. 15 metres away. Cook goes himself. He's got momentum. They managed to wrap him up just short of the 10-metre line. Ref shouts, second tackle. The ball's turned over. It's an intercept. Defence on their own goal line. Plays the ball a couple out. Is it a try? I don't know.
See the replay.
It's going to take the video referee to decide this one.
That's a try.
We'll be happy with that decision. They'll have the chance for another 2 now.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Atkinson is striking them well tonight. And looking at the stats, we see they have kicked 3 from 3. Helps himself to 2 points.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
The Dragons lead by 20. Kicks it off deep. And he's right in position to field the kick. Pacifici Tonga. He's shut down there by the defence.
Takes the safe option.
With a quick pass. With a good run.
He can run.
They're looking to spoil his party. With a dive, he gets there. They're onside. onslaught continues. The Seagulls. Defence looking very, very ordinary out there. We're only minutes into the match, and already the game is slipping away.
One key ingredient is being able to compete on the road, Vossi, and this is not a good example.
And they'll pick up the points. The Dragons gave them the kicking duties, and they've proven to be a superb choice. There's plenty of depth to that kick-off. This time it's a short pass. Running along. Pacifici Tonga surges forward in the tackle. Gets the dummy half. Flanagan. Grabbed by the defence. Second of 6 tackles there. The Dragons unable to break through. 3 is the call. Now the dummy. They drive him back. Referee calls help. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeves here. Which way did he go? Well held. No way through. Strong defence here. Comes up with a play the ball. Flanagan gets a kick away. Saab there to field the kick. Clear through that tackle.
These blokes are just too big, too strong. They can't make a tackle.
Passes. Brooks powers forward. Kerr puts him away.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
Good strength to get through that one.
Their defensive stats more accurately reflect the broken turnstile. The coach looks ropeable.
Bamboozles the defence with a step.
He's proving elusive.
He was just about through. 4 tackles completed now. Weaves his way through that tackle. Trebojevic with momentum. Met by a wall of defence. Oh, good ball. Hunts. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. There's the halftime hooter. Crashes to the ground. And that brings us to the end of the first half. The Seagulls, trailing at the break. Can they turn things around in the second half?
The Dragons head into the dressing rooms with the lead. It's been a very committed effort, but as we know, Vossi, rugby league is a game of 2 halves, so they can't afford to let the work they've done so far go to waste.
Don't give up on them just yet, but there's plenty of work to do, and we'll see if they're up to it after this. Back from half-time, and we are underway. Fogarty collects it on the full. Paseka driving forward. Dragged out. There's tackle 1. Feeds the short ball. And down he goes.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Rushes into dummy half. Bullymore. He's got momentum. The Seagulls throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through.
The safer option taken there.
They're closing in. Well, he's somewhere in that tackle. We reach tackle number 4. Throws the dummy. Driven back. Nice defence there. This is just outstanding defence here. Play the ball now. Sends that pass out. With a torpedo punt. I don't think he'll be too happy with that kick. It's over the dead ball line. With a restart at the 20.
They've been presented with a perfect chance to add to their score here.
Commands plenty of respect from 2 defenders there. It's the 0 tackle. And now the scrum to pack. Feeds it on. Trebojevic.
Great pass.
Lunges, stretches, desperate, gets the try. That's the spot to score a try. He's looking to add the extras.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
right in front and 2 points. The kick-off is long. Simpkin takes it on the full. Fends him off. He surges forward. Good play, they grab some decent territory. That's tackle 1. Dummy the flick pass.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
He throws the dummy.
With the amount of broken tackles tonight, I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
Fends off the defence. Has stolen the ball in the tackle. And he's stopped in that one.
We're seeing far too many line breaks against the visitors. They're getting punished out there.
Says adios to another defender. Finally wrapped up. Plays it. Quick with the pass. Works it on. Gutherson. He's almost made his way through. The attack coming in waves. Couchman. And knocking on the door of the try line. At dummy half. Finds support. Atkinson surges forward in the tackle. You only have to touch the grass for a nanosecond to score a try. And I think he did that. Here we go. 3 letters, 4 points. It's a try. Opportunity to add the extras. Lands the goal. That's 2 points. The Dragons lead by 26. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Atkinson catches it on the full. Kerr powers forward. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. First tackle. Egan. Real force in this defence.
Beautiful.
Beats a man.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently lackluster defensive line.
Plays the ball. Sidestep. Holmes driving forward. And he runs into some effective defence. The Dragons attacking strongly. And they've managed to get the ball. And almost beats the defence.
A bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
He's got momentum. Referee shouting hell.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
Passes short. Man front on. And that's the second. His teammates get just a small... Full chance to rest as he kicks for the sideline. The kick finds the line. Simpkin restarts the play with a tap. Hetherington with momentum.
No, first tackle.
15 metres away and he plays it. On tackle 1. And they seize him. Gives it on. Bullymore. What a chance this is. Just metres away. Plays the ball a couple out. Another 4 points. Another try.
That's a try.
The Seagulls have had the try awarded and that'll put more points on the board. Fogarty got in good position, timed their run and reaps the reward for a good piece of play.
The Sea Eagles have scored a very good try here. Nicely executed.
He could probably kick this with his heel.
Not to offend Vossi, but if he misses this, I think I'll sign off early and go home.
Successful with a conversion. The Dragons lead by 20. Goes long. That's good positional play to take the kick. He's shut down there by the defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Good pressure from the chasers. Ball and all tackle. They will play it. That is the second tackle. Trebojevic. He surges forward. The Seagulls not able to break through the strong defence. Held as the call from the referee.
Red zone. They need to take some big runs and get out of there.
Passes inside. The defence snuffs out the chance of an offload. It's tackle 5. Do they run or kick? Have coughed it up and lost possession. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Gets to dummy half. Tries the inside pass. Turns it inside. Grabbed by the defence. Second of 6 tackles there. 2 defenders and he's down. Plays it 15 metres out. Which way did he go? Holmes knocks it on. Strumpak's down. Has a look and flicks it inside. Garrick. He's run through another. Promising run this. That's a super duper try. Now that's what the crowd has come to see tonight.
That try was something else. The crowd knew they were going to get their money's worth turning up today. What we just saw then was exactly the case. Fantastic try.
Chance to add another 2 still to come.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Straight between the uprights. The Dragons lead by 14. Kicks it off deep. And he's right in position to field the kick. Running along. Paseka powers forward. Comes up with a play the ball. Bullymore. The referee calls help.
Bang! What a tackle.
Sends it back inside. You can see that coming from up here. That's an intercept. Halted by the defence. That's the first of 6. With a cheeky dummy. They drive him back. And with a step. Gathered in the tackle. Rushes into dummy half. Good step. Proving hard to put down. They force him back. Close to the line, but players to beat. Loops a pass. Keeps it low with a grubber kick. Says out of my way, brah. And he'll be forced to play it. First tackle there. Slips in the short one. Paseka. He's got momentum. Held call by the ref.
Looking sharp in attack.
Flicks the ball inside. The Seagulls throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through.
The safer option taken there.
Trebojevic. Nice defence there.
Takes the safe option.
Lays it off. Hetherington surges forward in the tackle. Play the ball now. Lovely pass. He punts it. Sloan, able to take that catch.
Well done.
It was just about through. Shovels it on. Atkinson gets the ball. Pushed back in the tackle. Crashes to the ground.
Absolutely blistering. The pace is so frantic.
Sewer.
Great pass.
Captured by the defence.
How long before they crack?
Shovels it wide. Feeds it on. Egan driving forward. And taken by the defence. Throws the dummy. He's beaten one. Now he's beaten two. Has a look and passes long with a torpedo punt. The Seagulls are off the hook. That was good work getting to the loose ball. Picked up in the tackle. That's tackle number one. Looks and turns the ball inside. Paseka puts him away. That's two. Passes. Stewart with momentum. Desperately close to the goal line. Nice work. Short pass. The Dragons are over the line, and Cameron didn't see it, and I don't know, but you're meant to be the expert, Cameron.
No try.
Can you believe it? No try. He surges forward. Loops it over the top. He's launched the high kick. Don't worry about pressure. He never took his eyes off the ball. Dragged down.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Flicks a short pass. Finds support inside. That's a good ball and all tackle. Second tackle up. Trebojevic. Driven back.
Tackle three.
The Seagulls unable to break through. They're in hot pursuit. Able to get a one-handed offload. Off the left foot.
With the amount of broken tackles tonight, I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
Out in the open space. That is a wonderful, wonderful try. I reckon that's worth more than 4 points.
Try time. The passing in that play was something else, Fossey. Wonderful skill. Made the defenders look very amateur.
That kick right on line. 2 points. The Seagulls gave them the kicking duties, and they've proven to be a superb choice. Keen chase needed on the long kickoff. Brooks marks the ball. Brings it up. Rounded up by the defence. Plays it. Finds support. Bullymore. He's taken there with that tackle. That's tackle number 2. Fogarty.
Nice pass.
Hetherington powers forward. At dummy half. Moves it on. Oh, good ball. Oh, that's a terrible drop ball.
Dear, oh dear.
Plays the ball. Feeds the short ball. They work him in towards touch.
Second tackle.
Wrapped up on the 30-metre line. That's a clever pass. Great strength, great fend.
They might as well be at the
No,
massage
no
parlour.
tackle.
It's like they're covered in oil and the defence isn't really troubling them.
Works it on.
Out
He's
there,
caught by the
forward.
defence. That's the fourth. Flanagan. Cut out ball. He runs straight past another.
No,
He puts
tackle
on the bear hug
flag.
in that tackle. Sends that pass out. This will take half an hour to come down. Apuati catches it on the full.
Out there, that's one.
Caught by a pair of defenders. With a short ball. Oh, dear me. A drop ball. The Dragons have struck back.
Try.
And the home crowd is hanging out of their trees. What a try.
Oh no, unbelievable. If you're going to make a mistake from within your own half, you deserve to be punished. Made it look too easy.
2 points on offer as he lines this kick up. Two more points. The kickoff is long. Flanagan with a good catch. He's got momentum.
Held. First
Referee shouting hell. Fires out a pass.
tackle. Out
And
there,
he's stopped
tackle
in that
two.
one.
Takes the tackle, safe option.
Atkinson.
Held.
And his
Tackle
run is
three.
ended. The Dragons attacking strongly. Kerr. Holmes.
Out
And
there,
down
that's
he
full.
goes.
We're seeing far too many line breaks against the visitors. They're getting punished out there.
This time it's a short pass. Stands and
Held.
passes.
Tackle.
Flanagan. The punt. Apuati collects it on the full.
Held
He's
there,
shut
one.
down there by the defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Fogarty. Snappy pass. Bullymore driving forward. Nice tackle.
Held.
Man front on.
Second tackle.
And that's the second. Gives it on. Brooks. Referee
That's
spot
advantage.
on with that
Knock
knock
on.
on. He'll
Advantage.
be absolutely
Out there.
furious with
That's
himself
zero.
there, and rightly so. Passes inside with a quick pass. Sewer
Held. That's
surges
one.
forward in the tackle. Gets to dummy half. Turns it inside. Bang! With a step.
Out there, that's
Two of them combined to bring him down.
I don't know whether it's nerves or just inability. They've got to come good.
Held.
He's almost
That's
made his
three.
way through, maintaining their advantage in attack. A snappy pass. He surges forward.
Out
Plays the
there,
ball
fast
just 10
tackle.
metres out. The Seagulls, desperate not to let them put on consecutive tries
Held.
here.
Fifth and
The
last.
Dragons, threatening to come up with points. Flanagan threads the grubber kick through. And they've managed to get the ball.
Out there,
Bullymore
one.
with momentum. Has a look and flicks it inside.
Held.
And he's
Two.
blocked by the defence. Second of 6 tackles there. Tries the inside pass.
Out there,
Wonderful
three.
tackle. On tackle number 3, Bullymore. They
Held.
toss
That's
him to
full.
ground.
A line of defence on that chase. Well done.
Trebojevic. Driven
Out there,
back.
five.
The Seagulls not able to break through the strong defence. With a ball but not really making any ground. Misses the tackle.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently
Held.
lacklustre
Tackle
defensive
one.
line.
Plays it on the halfway. Egan gets his hands free and offloads.
Out
Grabbed
there,
by the
second
defence.
tackle.
Quick with a pass. Sewer tests the defence with a short ball. Held as the
Tackle
call from the
three.
referee.
Huge play.
Comes up with a play the ball. Egan. footy away and he plays the ball.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
Pushed back in the tackle.
Penalty.
It's over.
The Dragons will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say will be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
The Dragons lead by 16. Kicks it off deep. Gutherson latches onto that kick. Pacifici Tonga powers forward.
One.
Ball and all tackle.
The safer option taken there.
Sends it back inside.
Out
Is
there,
dragged
that's
to the
2.
ground. Rushes into dummy half. Pacifici Tonga halted by the
tackle.
defence. Is halfway through this set. Play the ball now. Weaves his way.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're
Out
playing
there,
with the lights
tackle
off.
4.
That's a long pass. Well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there. Trebojevic picks up the football. Plays it 15 metres out. Gets the ball. He's got past another. Stretches out. That's a try.
The fans rise
That's a
and
try.
celebrate a beautifully orchestrated try. Their team's second try in very quick succession here. The away side will be a little shell-shocked and will want to tighten things up very quickly.
A real study of concentration. Atkinson is in great form with a boot. And looking at the stats, we see they have kicked 8 from 8. That kick, it's close, but it's no cigar. Well, he's been doing pretty well so far this match, but just unable to pull that one off there. Goes deep with the kick-off. Shovels it wide. Running along. He's got momentum. And he'll be
tackle
forced to
1.
play it. That's the first. Looks and turns the ball inside.
Out there,
Captured by the
2.
defence.
How long before they crack?
Flicks the ball inside. Flanagan driving forward.
Tackle 3.
Trebojevic puts him away.
Smart play. Takes the tackle.
Pacifici Tonga.
Well done.
Couchman.
Great pass.
Out
And
there,
almost beats the
tackle.
defence.
Absolutely blistering. The pace is so frantic.
Atkinson. They kick downfield. Didn't use all 5 tackles there. Has gone over the sideline.
Well, he flirted with the touchline, and it looks like they fell in love.
Feeds it on. He surges forward.
Out 1.
Now 40 metres away. He plays the ball. There's tackle 1.
Out
Met
there,
by
that's
a
2.
wall of defence. That's the second. Tries a back pass inside.
Out,
Crashes
that's
to the
3.
ground.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Passes. Flanagan with momentum.
Out
Well
there,
held.
tackle 4.
No way through. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeves here.
Out,
That's a good
5.
ball and all tackle. They're looking dangerous. Lays it off. Trying a little kick in behind.
Out
Tackling
there,
in
that's
numbers
1.
here. That's the first of 6. Nice work. Short pass.
Out,
Wrapped up.
2.
No way through.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Finds support inside. Alakoatu
Out there,
surges
3.
forward in the tackle. Plays it. Shovels it on. The
Out,
Sea
5
Eagles
tackle.
unable to break through.
Red zone, they need to take some big runs and get out of there.